Today is Monday, June 15th, 2026. Today's EON rant is brought to you by the NBA champion, Finals MVP, Conference Finals MVP, All NBA player, All Star, Jalen Brunson. And I have to say this, I'll get to the Knicks in a different day. I'll get to in a different rant, and I'll get to all the other players, and I'll get to the opponents differently. I want to say this about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is a guy, as of now, that we know of, because we never know what people do in their private life, and it's none of our business. And as far as future, we don't know any future about anybody, including your best friend, including anybody. But I have to say this about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is a guy that was the 33rd pick of the draft after winning 2 national championships, was the player of the year, Mr. Basketball in Illinois, grew up in Chicago. His dad was worked him out a lot. Obviously that famous video going around, that's been going around for years now. This guy, when he deserved a contract and in free agency by the New York Knicks, and he got it, including myself, I thought, okay, the Knicks just had to put a splash. They had to get somebody. And no one ever saw this guy just being literally a top tier star. And everybody says he's a second tier. It's so stupid. It's done. I don't care what he does for the rest of his life in New York. I don't care if he doesn't score another point. He's got me. I thought he was mad. It's already on. It's already on. I said even what he just did till this year, even what he did last year, the guy deserves a jersey retirement. The guy was already the 4th best Knick ever from last year, I said. And now he surpassed Patrick Ewing. I still think he's 3, but if you want to say he's 1, go ahead. He's with everybody. He's with Willis. He's with Clyde. He's with Patrick Ewing. To me, he's as good as anybody. And if you say he's better than all of them, go ahead. Have fun with it. I can't argue with you. I will disagree with you, but I can't even argue with you. It is insane what this guy has done, what he's brought back to the city. Who would have thought after 50 years of not winning a championship that this small guy from Villanova, who's won, by the way, high school championships, NCAA tournaments with his Villanova guys, and now he's done it with his Villanova guys in the NBA. I never saw this coming. I thought last year was his climax. I really did. I thought he was going to have a good career, and this guy does it again. Now, whatever the future holds, I don't care if he doesn't score another bucket. This guy should not pay for any restaurant in New York. This guy comes in and goes, restaurant. And what this guy has shown, this guy has class. This guy's not a phony. This guy's not a loser like a lot of these players who show me my respect. No, I'm not going to answer you, because you know why? Because it doesn't matter. And this guy is the man. This guy's full of class. This guy plays hard. This guy, when he misses shots, he keeps going. He doesn't quit. He never quits on anything. And this guy has the attitude of the job's not finished after the conference finals, when the players on his team, rightfully so, made him come to the photo. But he's like, what are we doing here? This is not what it's about. And that is this guy. This guy is the man. He's a franchise player. He has the attitude. And I want that guy as far as being the franchise of my team. Now, does he have the size? Does he have the speed? Well, you know what? He's like Tom Brady. He's slow. He doesn't look so good. He doesn't have Steph Curry's shot. He has a nice shot. He doesn't look like the best player to ever play. He has angles, but he doesn't look like the most talented player ever. He reminds me a little bit, but Kobe was taller. He was short for an NBA player. This guy, he reminds me of the Kobe's attitude. This is like, I got to work hard. And this is what it is. This is who you have. The world deserves a guy like that. The world deserves a guy like that. That guy has earned everything. And this guy in New York, let me say this about New York. Throughout my lifetime, he's number 2 behind Derek Jeter. Maybe Mo, but that's it. It's him, Mo, and Jeter are the 3 greatest New Yorkers, New York sports players in the past, now what, 40 years? Since what, the 70s? Who in New York in the 80s is better? I don't think the 86 Mets. No, he's better than the 86 Mets. He's bigger than the 86 Mets. He's bigger. I don't think he's bigger than Derek Jeter. I think he's bigger than Eli Manning. I'm sorry to all the Giant fans. I think he's bigger than Eli Manning. And this guy, every year, this is come out of nowhere from winning the championship, because this guy had a building process. What he's done, dude. This guy, I'm telling you, he is a Hall of Famer. He is now the best Knick possibly ever. He's the best Knick in the past 50 years, without a doubt, in my mind. And it's just nuts. No one saw this coming. Who saw this coming? And it's pretty crazy. And I have to give every single praise to this guy. Now, again, I don't know this future. I don't know him personally. But what this guy has done to New York is the craziest thing. He's better than any mayor New York ever had. Literally, when it comes to unifying the city. I don't even understand. He should not be paying for a meal, and then you can say, well, he could afford it. Yes, he could afford it. But this guy has sacrificed money to win. And it's not just sacrificing money that like makes it good and whatever, and it was worth it. You'd be crazy to sacrifice $113 million, and this guy did it. And number two, it wasn't that they were able to get better pieces only. It's that the attitude of a team when the best guy sacrifices, like, oh, this guy is serious. This is a franchise. This has become like San Antonio with Tim Duncan. Everything starts from this guy. This guy's the hardest worker. This guy sacrifices money. So all the attitude goes down. Like the New England Patriots with Tom Brady. He took less money. Now you're going to say at the end, whatever. I'm not talking about the end. I'm talking about throughout Tom Brady's career with New England. He was taking less money. So it's a symbol. It's more, to me, the symbol is more than the actual sacrificing the money, that this team has a standard. The New York Knicks have become a standard of like working hard, playing with the team, classy. They don't trash the opponents. They really don't. They're very classy. And I have to say this, it starts with him, and it starts with the Villanova guys as well. But it starts with him, and this guy deserves his own segment every time. This guy, never seen this coming. I really said, I thought, and I think New York should feel this way, and now it's even better, that him by making the conference finals, you should be satisfied for having this guy. And then this happened, winning the championship. This guy is a guy that you should be satisfied if he doesn't score another bucket for his whole career. You should be happy. Not obviously you'll be happy what he did. You should be like, I'll be honest with you, if he should get the Dirk, what he got the Dirk contract, Kobe contract, and later in his career, he should be getting all of that. He is the guy that you were terrible forever. And this guy was the one who took you out of a playoff round. This guy is, I don't care what you tell me. I watched the Knicks and you say they had a 2-week. Who cares about the New York Knicks in the 2010s? The New York Knicks now the 2000s, oh my gosh. And this guy, a 33rd pick, a slow guard, who by the way was solid in Dallas, but no one saw this coming. And by the way, aside for an NBA cinema guy, maybe because I believe he said that this guy's real. This guy deserves the praise. And if you want to say he's better than guys that like Luka Doncic, he's on that level. Enough with this garbage about if he was on the Knicks. No. I'm done with this. This guy he's answered the critics. The critics are done. I don't care if he scores 0 points the rest of his career. Obviously, going forward, you can say, who do you take? This guy is better than like all these guards. You're like, no way. This guy. No, I'm just saying you can't judge. Now, I will say this about the drafting. This guy was Mr. Basketball in Illinois. This guy was the point guard of a great Villanova team. But when you see guys' talents, his talent as far as being slower, his talent as far as separation on players at the time, you're like, it makes sense he was a 33rd pick. It made sense people thought he was overpaid. It made total sense. The Becky Hammond thing. Now, the Becky Hammond thing I got a problem with because it was already when he was already good. That was the problem. Don't doubt this dude. That's the problem when you say that. But when the Knicks got, and then you have the Stephen A's of the world saying, what, this guy you overpaid? This guy? Yes, I thought so too. I don't understand it. But this guy proved everybody wrong. Knicks fans, you did not see that coming. Don't tell me you saw that coming when you got overpaid. Oh, you guys said we overpaid a guy. Dude, I got to give credit to him. Obviously his teammates, but his teammates and the team has a different thing. It's led by him. He's the main reason why this is going on, by the way. And after game 4, after the OG tip-in, after the whole comeback, this guy puts his time and talks about a cancer patient that just passed away, and he stops, and that's the first thing he does at a press conference. I don't care if you tell me that he was looking for attention. I don't care, because nobody does that. Nobody does that. People get excited. He didn't look so excited. He just said, I'm sorry, something happened. There are things more serious than this. Nobody does that after Game 4 to win like that. Nobody was thinking that. And this is the guy. This is, by the way, New York, you are lucky. I don't know if the fans are classy with the way they've been acting, but they are lucky they have this guy. And this guy deserves to be the captain. This guy, when you talk about captain forever, you're like Derek Jeter, the first person you think of, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the Lakers, and this guy. This guy deserves to be like the captain name of anybody. Nobody cares about Udonis Haslem being a captain of the Miami Heat, even though he had a good career and he was solid. This guy, when you think of captain, he's the third name that comes to my head now in sports history. Derek Jeter's 1, Kareem is 2, and this guy is 3 already. Because the way he conducts himself publicly and the way he says, I'm not a star, even though deep down he might think that, but no, come on. This guy really was serious. This guy's like, enough. This guy is a team guy. Every interview, he brings guys with him. Not every single one, but he brings guys with him on the championship thing. He puts back the trophy when Cat goes to the podium. Things like that. You guys don't think like this. It matters, but this is who this guy is. New York, you got to understand who you have. It's not just a talent. It is this guy's way of conducting himself. And maybe the future, if the future is different, guess what? But till now, it's crazy. And I don't expect the future to be different, but you never know. You never know. But if the way he's been acting so far and conducting himself, this guy you're lucky to have. This is not the best player who's just more talented and better than everyone else and has this crazy attitude, aka like the other team they just played. This is the man. This is the classiest guy in the league that's good. The classiest all-star in the league. I'm not talking about, obviously there are classy players on the bench that are good, are classy, but whatever. You get the point. This is the man. This guy deserves all the praise in the freaking world. I don't care if he scores 0 points for the rest of his career. This guy's already in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to him. And this is crazy what he has done. I can't put into words.